Alrighty everyone, it is a new week, a new day, a new hour, a new minute, a new second, you might even say. And once you guess it, we're back here with my absolutely mauled R7. So what are we doing today? You might be asking, What we are doing on this day, we're gonna take these old handlebars, we're gonna put new clip-ons on because my right side handlebar is cracked and broken, as you've seen in previous videos. I do also have new levers. I'm not gonna be doing that in this video though. I'll be doing that in a future video. But yeah. Oh, also I have to replace my entire kill switch assembly because obviously that got fucked up. I'm sure you guys saw that in that reel I posted a few days ago where I had like the screwdriver and the clamp on it to keep the contacts together so I could run it for a little bit. But yeah, let's get right into the video. All right, everyone. So the first thing we gotta do here to get this is we gotta get this this here triple tree clamp off. And to do that, we need a 27mm socket using a breaker bar, obviously. Probably gonna have to go lock to lock for this one, to be honest. 1 second here. Lock out. Oh, it's hitting the camera. It's moving the whole bike. This is diabolical. This is diabolical. Oh, let me give you guys some room here. You guys can still see that's good. This is the sucky part about it being on, or not being on bike stands on the front. I don't really have a way to keep the bike from moving. Hold on. I'm gonna try this a different way. Try it like this. Wow, that is really fucking on there, Jesus Christ. It's moving. There she goes. Whew, that was rough. All right. Got that homie off of there. All right, once that comes off, I also have two little washers down here you gotta get off. I can get out of one. And there's another one down here, I think. Should be. This is strawberry working. I guess not, shit. I was under the impression there were two washers. You know what? We'll figure it out when we take it off. If there's a second washer, all right? So there's also these bolts, like right here, you see that? And right over here under this as well. These are little 6mm. They just kind of clamp it onto the forks. Keep the triple tree on the bike. These are also extremely tight for obvious reasons. Ugh. Probably don't need to take these all the way off. Can probably just loosen these, to be honest. All right. Same thing over here. Oh, that's the wrong way. Fucking idiot. All right. And then also you have these two bolts right here that are going to be hex keys. I think they're 4s. They're either 4 or 5. Let's show the 5s out. They're in fact 5s. And these just keep the clip-ons in place. I'll show you on the clip-ons when I get them off. There's that one. And they do have these little plastic covers on them usually. I already picked those off, so you just need like a pick or like a screwdriver to pop those out. Now, you probably also use your nail, honestly. They're not on there that crazy, but... Oh, there it goes. That was aggressive. I don't like that sound. I don't think the new clip-ons have these full bolt holders. I think it's held in my attention, but I'll keep these in the pocket just in case. Yep. All right. Let's make sure these are loose. Yeah, that's really loose. That's really loose. All right, so this should be able to come off now. gonna kind of, I don't know how I'm gonna actually get it off. That's loose. That's loose. All right, uno segundo. All right, I've come to the conclusion that I'm just a weak little fuck and I need to pull a little harder. There it goes. Yep. Come on. There you go. Get moving. Oh yeah, get on off of there. There she goes. All right, I'll put that back right there. All right, and now I can start tackling the actual clip-on part here. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it, like right here, that bolt I mentioned earlier to just, was it these? That were right here. That's just to hold these in place. I don't think the new clip-ons have that, because with the new clip-ons, I'm pretty sure they just have this bolt that tensions it to the fork. That way, you know, you can like move it around, change your angle. I'm gonna keep it a pretty stock angle though, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. What size are these? Like 6s, maybe? Let's see if they're a 5. Definitely a 6. Indeed a 6. All right. These are really on there too, Jesus. Yep, there they go. Also, you probably can just slide this off of there too, just like that. Yeah, but we'll have to take this off first. So let's get to that. All right, yeah, so we're taking this, the brake lever off right now, or that entire cylinder really. Just kind of trying to get it off. We're just gonna get it loose enough to slide off. I don't think you need to, hold on. I think really all this is just gonna slide up. Yep, all together. Let's take this off. Make it easier. All right, gotta keep that right there with all my other little random spare parts. So that's off, and this should just slide right off, right? Indeed. So yeah, there you can see my broke ass handlebar. Pretty cool, I guess. All right, I'm gonna set that aside. I guess, hold on, I'm missing a part. Give me a second here. So we've also got this part of it, right? The actual throttle. So I already got this screw out because this screw right here was pretty banged up. As you can see, it's scraped pretty bad. I had to use a bolt extractor, but this should be a 3mm. Yep, this comes right out. I'm just gonna loosen this up. I really don't want this to come all the way off. As you can see, it's already off the handlebar. I'm just gonna slide this out. Or maybe I'm not actually, hold on. Oh yeah, look at that, sliding right the fuck out. Sick. All right, we keep that down there. And then we now have this bar end here, but I'm not gonna reuse those because the clip-ons have their own kind of little bar ends, but yeah, just grip glue over that fucking thing. I don't think it's a 6, I think it's a 5, and I'm lying to you. No, it's a 6. I made the same mistake again. Where did I put my 6mm? There it is. All right, turn this a little bit more without hitting the camera stand. There we go. These are on here pretty tight too, but again, that makes sense. This is a horrible angle to do this at. Again, yeah, once this gets loose enough, we can kind of just like pull the whole assembly off, I do believe. Yep. All right. Yep. Come on off there, buddy. Oh, I hit the camera stand. I'm so sorry, everybody. So you go that way. Then yeah, I've got to get all this shit off. J Christ. I swear I'm always this dysfunctional, guys. Every time. Let's see. I think this is a Phillips head screw down back here under all this. It's somewhere. Yeah, I got 2 Phillips right there. Let me go grab a Phillips screwdriver. All right, yep. As you guys can see right there, Phillips screw. Was that stripped? That's fucking tragic. I need a bigger one. Damn it. All right, new solution. This module right here isn't supposed to slide like that, but it do, which means it's just a wee bit broken. The little pin in there is supposed to go in the handlebar moves. And you know what? To me, that means I don't actually have to take that screw out. So I'm just gonna do this one, and we're gonna see how difficult it's gonna be to get this off. There it goes. Oh man, thank you. Thank you. All right. Next thing we gotta do is get this lever assembly off. To do that, it looks like we just need a socket. I'll go figure out what size socket that is, hold on. All right, survey says this is an 8mm right here for this bolt right here. So we're gonna go ahead and take that off. Or loosen it rather, because we're just gonna slide all this shit right back in. Okay, cool. And I actually have to take this bar end off so we can get all this shit out. It is indeed a 5mm. Wow, it's really on there, Jesus. All right, we've done it. All right, then that should allow us, once we get the grip off, to just slide it back out of there. Gotta get the grip off first. And that is the challenge here because of all this grip glue. So I wonder if a pick would work better. Like a small pick. That's going to go way quicker. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can hear it like breaking all that shit apart. That's good. Hex key for the win, boys. All right. New pro tip. If you don't have an air compressor, just use a hex key. And if you don't have that, you might be cooked. Actually, let me see if WD-40 shoving some of that shit down there will help. Maybe that'll break down some of the fucking glue. Low-key, I think the WD-40 that I sprayed over there to get some of the bolt out, kind of like, ripped a lot of the glue up in there, so we're just gonna kind of like, wait, this is different stuff. Just try this out. I've got new for all two bricks too, so I'm not too worried about the old one. Really get in there, buddy. Really just. Oh, yeah. You fucker. Yeah. Alright, let's see if that helps. It already feels a lot more slippery. Oh, yep, there it goes. Oh, yeah. I'm so big brain, boys. Alright. I would dry that up, but I don't have anything to dry it up with, so fuck it. We're just gonna up and over this shit. Oh, come on, brother. You came off once, you'll come off again. And then you'll just slide right out, because you have WD-40 all over you. Indeed. Yeah, looking in here, it does seem that whatever pin was there to go in is now gone, and that's good as fuck, dude. Whoever owns this bike next, cook, bro. I hope they never have to change it. All right, guys. So in advance, oh, sorry about this angle. It's kind of like working with what I've got here. But the gist of this is that these new clip-ons aren't made exactly for the bike you're gonna get, right? So this is the old clip-on right here. Put it back together. There was a hole right there, right? So we got to re-drill that, and then also one on the back. So kind of what I'm gonna try and do is try and line it up. All right, yeah. So we got this punch here. This one kind of sucks because it's not firing right. But I can't get it to come apart either. So we're just gonna have to pray to God that it works. All right. So yeah, basically, even though this is broken, I'm gonna try and line this up to the best of my ability here. So this looks like it's gonna be about there. Great. Let's see if I can make that a little bit better. Again, this punch isn't really firing, but you can see the little hole that I made, right? So we're gonna go ahead and drill that out right quick. I hope that's enough. And we've done it. It's a pretty clean hole if I don't say so myself. Ta-da! Hole. So there's hole 1. And if hole 1 is about there. Sorry, that looks about right. Okay. Go ahead and drill that out too. All right, hole number 2. It's pretty smooth. All right, so we got that one. And like I said, this other one, there's only one hole in this one. And the thing that goes in it is broken. So I'm just not gonna drill it. Should be the only one we need. All right, make sure I'm not missing any. Doesn't look like it. All right, let's go back to the handlebars. All right, yep. So we're back here with this again. So yeah, these Woodcraft clip-ons, this is the orientation that you'll want to put them in. Obviously sorry, let me try and get in light here. This W and all the text is gonna be facing up. Then this long side is gonna go like this. And that's kind of how they fit together. All right, yeah, let's just get all this stuff on here very loosely. That way it stays on. Okay, there's also a bolt kind of down here on the bottom that I neglected to show. That's kind of actually how you tighten the actual bar end on. So let's go ahead and get the bar going here. Where did I put that? They're both over there. All right, I've neglected something. I need to replace this entire starter switch assembly right here. And yeah, so I'm gonna take care of that real quick. All right, boys. So I got the new starter on, new kill switch assembly, right? So let's turn this on, make sure it works. Turn it on. I'm good. I also charged the battery a while back, so it should just start. Let's see. Yep, cautions work. If I turn this off, back on. Hear the fuel pump go. This is good. It's gonna be really loud because I'm in my garage, but we're gonna start it. Indubitably. All right, that's good enough. We win these. We win these. We fucking win these. All right, we're gonna actually get back to the handlebars now. The actual focus of this video. All right, yeah. So I hope you guys can see this, but right there, that's the little nook that we drilled that top hole for. So we're gonna try and line that up real quick. Alright guys, so it is the next day and we're back. I got a new drill bit. I also came to the conclusion I needed another hole here because this one was too close. I also ended up figuring out that this here like throttle cable guide here. Hold on, if I can get it around here to show you, Jesus. There was a pin right there that's supposed to go in that hole, but it broke. So I need to get another one of these. I have that ordered and I'll be replacing that later, but for now we're just gonna kind of put it on there and call it a day. I'm not gonna be riding this anytime soon, so. Not like it really matters. So what I really ought to do is turn this back straight and get this triple clamp back on. Micrometer, wherever the fuck that went, so I can make sure these are even. Alright, and so to kind of make sure these are both the same height, I've got a little micrometer here. These probably need to come down a little bit, it seems. Alright, so now they're about even. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these back up and then put the center lug back in. So those are all tightened down. Oh, we gotta get this washer, and we'll get our big boy nut right there. Then I gotta go find the torque wrench. Alright guys, I don't really know where that stopped recording. But we're still trying to torque this shit. And while I was doing that, I almost dropped my bike off the stand, so that was a good like 20-minute fight to not drop it and get it off the stand. So yeah, we're still here. It's good. We did not drop the bike, which is good. Now we're gonna try this again. This feels like it's gonna work a lot better. Yep, there it is. 81 foot-pounds, baby. Let's go. All right, so basically that shit's never coming off again. Thank God. All right, let's get back to what we were doing over here. Getting all this shit on here. Come on, get in there. These are the wrong bolts, that would suck. That would really suck, but like, I really feel like they don't want to go in anymore. I think these are the wrong bolts. Hold please. I got one of these other bolts in here so it doesn't like just fall off. Yeah, that looks more correct. All right. And now I can still like adjust as I need to. That's good. All right, and then slide this in a little bit so that I can get this to go on. Where is it? Right there. All right. Flip this over. Where did I put those screws at? They in my pocket? I hope so. They are. Very good. Come on, get in there. Oh, you want to. There you go. All right, cool. Again, just get this Phillips screwdriver here. Just kind of tighten these down. They don't need to be super tight. It's plastic. You don't want to break it. You know what I mean? Just want to be tight enough that it stays in the handlebar. Same thing with this one. All right, I probably over-tightened that a little bit, but oh well. Hope nobody else ever has to put up with this shit. All right, we can get this on. Like I said earlier, this part kind of just like the tab that was actually in there to go in the handlebar kind of fucking broke. So yeah, we're just kind of cooked on that front, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Yeah, I'll fix that when we actually get there. All right, everyone. You'll be happy to know that's about 2 hours later. And I finally figured out all my problems. Now it's just about adjusting everything so that it all fits correctly. So I probably need this handlebar to go in a bit more. Loosen that up so that I can push this in. Yep. All right, and then we can retighten. All right, that is going nowhere. And now for the brake. Turns out this little seal right here, when it loosened, it like moved the brake line. But I've tightened it back up now. It's not like leaking anymore, so I'll probably just have to put more brake fluid back in here. But yeah, it'd be like that. I also have to get this brake in a spot where I can actually turn the, I can actually full lock this, which I think I have it in. Yeah, this is full lock right here, so this is a good spot for this. We can adjust it later as needed. God, this is like, should be one of the easier things to do when you're working on a bike, but no, it had to be difficult. It had to be difficult. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay, everything's fine. Yeah, we've made it work so far. But yeah. We'll get to that at another date, that's fine. Alright, then we'll just figure out a way to route those again later. It'll be okay. Everything will be fine, I swear. Alright, but yeah, so that's one handlebar done, finally. Took forever, but we got there. Now I get to go do the other one. Yippee! Alright, so what probably would have been big brain for me here is if I had actually put the clip on before I put this back on, but I was in a mood, all right? I was in a mood, so we're gonna do it now. It's gonna be fun. I don't want to like pin down a bit, like we're there. Kind of pretty good there. Right over here. Start in position. Put it here. Put it on. Not going to want to bring you up. Thank you. Come on. Come on. You can. Let's go. Oh, you're working on it. This is a shot of the I can like super tight. Like right. There it is. Over here. What's going on? Come here. I like that. We're ready. Right. Got it. Yes, we are ready. That's your heavy. 5 minutes. Wait a second. There we go. Out of there. Let me put the heat on. At least my arm goes up. Alright, I have located the handlebar. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna full lock this over here. God, it's gonna be so much easier than the other side. Jesus, man. There's so much play in all this shit. It's so great. It's so good. All right. We gotta get all this shit on, huh? Should probably do this big smart way, huh? Just shove all this through, huh? All right. And just for my reference, I'm going to be reusing this grip to see how far this handlebar needs to. Where's the WD-40? I found it. Hopefully that's enough. It was not. So much WD. I don't think it's enough. It's never enough. Not with these. Oh wait, it's enough. All right, thank God. So it looks like I need that much. All right, cool. So I need to grab this screw that is not covered in WD-40, thank God. All right. Then this is just a 10mm again. Let's make sure this doesn't interfere with anything, get into full lock. Nope. Okay. So I'll go get the 10mm and we'll go from there. Or actually, that's an 8mm. I lied. Wow. Misinformation, everybody. Oh my God. Ooh, look at that puddle of WD-40. Oh my God, I'm slipping everywhere. Disabled and slippery. Sounds like a horrible porno name. God damn it. All right, we're here. We have the 8mm. Okay, let's make sure the position it's in isn't gonna cause any problems. Nope. Beautiful. Alrighty. I need an extension. God damn it. That's not going anywhere. All right, boys. Clip-on install success. And I do mean success. Oh yeah, those are solid, boys. Those are solid. Hell yeah, brother. All right, let's close this out before I have an aneurysm. Holy shit, dude. All right. All right, gang. This was a horrible experience. It should not have been that hard. I swear to God, cars and bikes they're all paid actors, man. It's always so easy. It's always so easy, but this shit right here, oh my fucking God. That was horrible. That was horrible. And I'm crippled. Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing the cripple card because it's true. So like, this is 10 times more work. Holy shit. Big takeaway from this, don't wreck your fucking motorcycle and you won't have to deal with shit like this. Like, the only reason this was difficult is because I kept coming across some shit. It was only like that because the bike got crashed. It just made it that much more difficult. That much more difficult! Said it was so difficult. Oh my god. Wow, gosh, I've never seen something so difficult. Wow, it was so difficult. Oh my god. Wow, it was horrible. All right, shit, dog. Well, we got the clip-ons on. Next, I'm probably gonna do these here rear sets, or maybe I'll do the levers, or maybe I'll do the grips. You're gonna have to stick around to find out. Definitely gonna have to replace some brake fluid after that because that bolt came loose and broke that seal in the brake line. But yeah, long story short, there are more parts, there will be more videos. And if shit keeps going like this, they might not be weekly. I'm gonna try them, we're gonna do our damnedest to keep them weekly, but holy shit. Oh my god. That was horrible. So yeah. You know the drill. If you like the video, smash that subscribe button, hit the notification to see more, and like the video. I guess the algorithm likes that. I said, wow, it really likes it. I've never seen it like anything else. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing. Good. Get out. Goodbye. I'm coming to get you. I'm gonna get you.